I don't think I've ever watched all the cutscenes in this. Not since my first time playing the
Yeah.
original Resident Evil 4. Admittedly, it's kind of one of those things when you already know the story and you already know
Yeah.
more than they tell you in the story about the world and about the setting. And most of the ones I do, I'm trying to do like I don't want to say speed running it, but I'm trying to get it done quick. Um,
Yeah.
I'm not going for like the world record, you know what I mean, in speed running or anything like that. But
Yeah.
I'm specifically trying to do something and just trying to get that out of the way. Alright, no item sales.
That's 65. 8 locations. And then we're doing, wedding. I just checked out the outside.
3 other challenges I don't think I'll ever be able to do in this game. That
2-9.
would stop me from getting the platinum.
What's that?
Is one of them is a no heal run. At no point in the game are you allowed to use any heal item. So you have to go all 16 chapters on one health bar.
Yeah.
Which, let's just say, that's fun. The no merchant is probably the easiest of those three.
Yeah.
But even that one's tough because inventory management, you get a lot of shinies.
Yeah.
And the third being the killing the lake monster without missing a shot. Because the aiming mechanic for that fight is janky as fuck.
Yeah.
Okay. So...
For the no health challenge, I recommend going on the easiest difficulty with as high defense as you possibly can. And also a lot of luck.
That's one way. I agree. That is one way. Would you like to hear my plan for that run?
Sure.
There's an assault rifle you can get that uses rifle ammo. It is technically stronger than the Chicago typewriter because it uses rifle ammo.
Yeah.
With the cat ears, it's now infinite ammo.
Yeah.
So this game has like attack buffs based on the weapon you use. Like for example, if you hit multiple enemies with a shotgun, it does the same damage to each enemy. It doesn't like disperse the damage amongst them. Handguns and rifles do an extra percentage of critical damage when you hit weak points.
Yeah.
Up until the 3/4 mark, third mark of the game, somewhere in that range.
Yeah.
90% of the enemies in the beginning of the game, their weak point is their head.
Yeah.
So because I'd be using a rifle to do that, headshots would do about, I think it's like, an extra 30% or an extra like 40% of damage.
Yeah.
With an infinite ammo, big ass bullet shooter.
Yeah.
That is my plan. The damage taken part is gonna suck because that basically, to me, that just means take it slow. Take it slow, stay away from them. Don't get anxious and don't get, like, reckless. You know what I mean? But yeah.
I also suggest not kicking random exploding barrels.
The infinitely durable knife would be my best option there, and the easiest difficulty, because the easiest difficulty has the most forgiveness when it comes to your parrying, your time for your parrying.
Yeah.
And the infinite durable knife, obviously the knife won't break from parry.
Yeah. I need to be up there.
Also, overtly save would be my recommendation there. Like, instead of saving once a chapter, or the way I've been doing it, once every like 4 chapters, that's one of those things where I'm saving the game at every typewriter I walk by. Because if you get hit, you're gonna have to restart.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna save the game at every typewriter I walk by.
Yeah.
Even if I've walked by it 2 or 3 times, just, you know, going through them. The no merchant run I don't think is difficult. I think what makes that difficult is that if you go to him one time, it ruins the whole run.
For a while after I found the vault, Atlas kept me on retainer, which is a fancy corporate word that means we'll pay you to sell.
But that's one of those, you can do that in a New Game Plus run. And there's a lot of prep work you could do to make that a lot easier.
Yeah.
Like maxing out every gun you're gonna use. You know, deliberately ending the game with 5 or 6 extra healing items. That type of shit.
Yeah.
Who reads contracts anyway? Big mistake.
Not picking up ammo would be another big thing that would help you with that one.
The Atlas Corporation had retained Typhon de Leon.
Because ammo's gonna take up a lot of inventory space.
On Pandora.
Yeah.
Yes, your loot cache awaits.
That. Yep.
I think what makes me curious about that run is, um, there might actually be some parts that the game heals you. That they just don't tell you that they heal you.
Yeah.
For example, when Lewis saves you from like the infection taking the parasite taking over,
Yeah.
he tells you after the fact that he gave you like it's basically an adrenaline concoction that he came up with.
Yeah.
But he says it like it's a wandering doctor's kind of cure-all remedy.
Yeah. I think that's funny in like most games that like the potion is a cure-all type of deal. From stabs on the back to being blasted in the face with a fire blast. It just like cures everything.
So it's one of those gaming trope things that's always kind of made me laugh, right? Because if you live in the world, like Resident Evil, is an example of this, because they live in a world where their potions are literally made by wild herbs.
Yeah.
There's nothing rare. There's nothing like special about them.
Yeah.
Literally, like there are references to the green herbs growing everywhere in the world of Resident Evil.
Yeah.
No matter what country you're in, no matter what area you're in, like they're that common.
Yeah.
And it's just like, so if they're that common, how the fuck do people die from being sick? How the fuck do people die from injuries?
Yeah.
Like,
Like Monster Hunter uses pretty much like the same healing method. It's just a plant that you mash up. Like the original potion for like the first couple of games was a green herb and mushroom and a blue mushroom. And with the newer games, it's just two herbs.
To inherit a siren's gift is also to inherit her curse. This is the choice of the siren presented with death.
so that's my point. If rosemary or if thyme, like a real world herb,
Yeah.
was the cure all to every medical condition on the planet,
Yeah.
one of two things would happen. Either one, everybody on the planet would have access to that herb.
Yeah.
Or two, big pharmaceutical company, in Resident Evil's case, I'll just call them Umbrella, but
Yeah.
random big pharmaceutical company would own that herb and only allow their people, or only allow people to have it, for a price.
Right.
But because it's an herb, which kind of grow under the same conditions as like weeds, in the sense that, like, again, you can basically grow them anywhere.
Yeah.
That would only work for so long.
Yeah.
Because all somebody would have to do is get their hands on one of those seeds.
Yeah.
And plant a field of these herbs, and they would be a billionaire.
Yeah.
So it makes me laugh when games like Fallout, for example, have potions that cure exposure to radiation
Yeah.
while telling you how many people died because of exposure to radiation.
Yeah.
What? Wait a minute. If you had this drug, which would have had to be developed before the end of the world,
Yeah.
because y'all just simply don't have the technology to do it after the fact,
Yeah.
it shouldn't have been a threat.
Yeah.
Ammo. Without it, you're just a schmuck with a paperweight.
Quitting time yet? Just kidding, it never is. What's up? If you see my main man Vaughn back on Pandora, tell him main man Reese said, Tell him Reese said...
Can't you?
Oh no! They took all my heals and all my guns.
Death is for poor people. Hyperion customers choose life.
One of the craziest runs I've ever seen of this game. The guy at the beginning of the run. So like,
Yeah.
there's a challenge that is basically just knives and handguns. And
Yeah.
the beginning of the run, he sent everything to storage except for his knife, and ran through
Yeah.
the whole game only using.
Try to keep up.
Right.
And crazy because like, regardless of difficulty, I very much imagine that's not easy to do.
Yeah.
But what made me laugh was he was trying to act like he had it on professional mode when he did this.
Yeah.
And a lot of people immediately called him out for like, no you didn't.
Fresh targets over here.
Little things, watching him late parry attacks that it wouldn't have let you parry on professional.
Yeah.
Watching him barely take any damage when on professional it does twice as much damage as it does on easy.
Yeah.
Hilariously to me, somebody wound up calling him out for using a mod where
Ain't
basically
no
his
rest.
body armor never broke.
Yeah.
And he made the mistake of telling people that he upgraded his body armor so it was stronger.
Yeah.
You can't.
Yeah.
Oh no! wasn't that. It wasn't that. I upgraded it to the point where, you know, it was stronger. It was stronger than it normally was. And immediately people called him out for it. Like, there's no option without modding the game to upgrade your armor. The best you can do is repair it. Okay, so you can't get back to the Hunter's Lodge, so that's auto-locked. Okay, priority one is upgrading the knife and typewriter to max level.
God damn, stop automatically kick me out of the mech. Fine. Stay down there.
What's up?
Oh, no, you don't.
Trying to complete the map, and I wandered into the boss room. And like the boss on like the higher level just completely kicked my ass.
That's us.
Yeah.
Haha, taking advantage of a technicality to reload my gun. um, the last run I did, I have a bunch of guns that you find throughout the game, and like some DLC shit.
Right.
And because I'm using the cat ears, because I just unlocked them, infinite ammo, I literally just put the guns on and reloaded them, so now they have bullets in my storage.
Yeah.
It just made me laugh. I need my typewriter back. Okay.
Gun. Challenge should be
Wish I
here.
could say finding that vault did some good for the people of Prometheus, but that ain't true. At first, it sure seemed like it, though. Atlas started building subways and planetary...
Listen, I don't care care about how much time this is going to take, but I will not have an unorganized case. We're supposed to be professional, Leon. Even though you were just trying to sell Ashley for all the shinies in the village, we're supposed to be professional.
Be careful who you work for. Corporations, they're like assholes. They ain't any prettier from the inside. And if you stay near one long enough, they're gonna crap all over you.
One sort of interesting to me thing about this, though, is there's only one part of this game that, with the infinite ammo, is completely out of your hands, and it's the lake monster.
Yeah.
There are other parts that, like, you know, depending on just random RNG type shit, you know, different puzzles could change, that type of shit.
Yeah.
Obviously, that's still being out of your hand, but
Yeah. At least with infinite ammo, you can get to those puzzles quicker. Or easier.
and at this point, I'm not racing the clock.
Yeah.
Which I don't want to say it like that's been the challenge. I don't want to say it like it was too much, but like it was definitely, it's been the challenge for the past couple of times.
Yeah.
Frankly, it's just kind of like a weight off your shoulder, you know.
Yeah.
Now I know I can just take my time and have fun with it.
Yeah.
As long as I get all the treasures, or as long as I do the new shit I'm trying to do.
Yeah. That. Just give me your right if you're going to vote mine.
Wait a minute. I was supposed to see if he had a toy. You better have that fucking toy on. I'm mad. $2 million. Yeah, my slow burn goal of this game is to buy all the weapons, buy all the weapon attachments, and to fully max out all the guns, because I'm pretty sure that's another trophy.
Yeah.
And I know owning them is a trophy. I don't know if maxing them up is.
Yeah.
Thinking it's time to move on.
It is a 5.
Which I'm pretty sure it isn't 2 also.
Yeah.
Having all the, like, the gun stocks, having all the attachments and stuff like that, I'm pretty sure that was a trophy in either 2 or 3.
Yeah.
So I mean, I would assume they would have done it for this, but.
Come on, don't get stuck on the wall.